The Focaccia, a beautiful piece of Italy founded in the city of Genoa. In this lesson, we'll be showcasing a pre-ferment called the poolish, which stems from Poland. The term pre-ferment might sound intimidating, but it's simply preparing a portion of the dough hours in advance where it can rise and bubble on its own, giving the yeast plenty of time to do its own thing. When making the poolish, it'll always have a hydration rate of 100%. However, this entire focaccia will have a hydration rate of 100%. This makes it an extremely sticky and difficult dough to work with, but what better place to start as a beginner? Now without further ado, let's get started by making our poolish. In a bowl, we're going to begin by measuring. So first, we'll add 200 grams of our all-purpose flour. We'll then add 1/4 of a teaspoon of dry active yeast, approximately 1 gram. And as mentioned, our poolish has a hydration rate of 100%, therefore we'll add 200 grams of water. Next, we'll combine with a wooden spoon, and we're using a spoon instead of our hands because this is a super sticky dough. However, feel free to use either or. I'll then use a bench scraper to remove any remaining dough from my spoon, and then scrape the sides of the bowl towards the center. We'll cover with cling film and let this ferment for 12 hours at room temperature. After 12 hours, your poolish should be super bubbly and fermented like so. We'll then add 200 grams of all-purpose flour to a separate bowl along with 8 grams of salt. I'll mix to combine and add 200 grams of water for 100% hydration. I'll do the exact same thing and mix thoroughly with my spoon. Once mixed, I'll add to my poolish and fold through until fully combined. I'll then cover and rest for 20 minutes. I'll come back, and with oiled hands, we're going to perform the stretch and fold, and we want at least 12 to 16 folds, rotating the bowl as we go. This process here is what's developing our gluten network. I'll then cover and rest for 20 minutes. I'll then uncover and repeat the same process. Once finished, I'll cover again and rest for another 20 minutes. Again, after 20 minutes, I'll perform the last and final stretch and fold. For our focaccia, we're going to bake it in a cast iron pan. So begin by adding a ton of olive oil into the pan, and then add your dough. We'll add some more oil over top and begin to gently shape with the tip of our fingers. Once our dough has filled the pan, I'll cover for another 30 to 45 minutes for a final proof. I'll uncover, then add even more olive oil and begin to make indentations with my fingertips like so. And these are the focaccia's signature dimples, and they make for a great textural bite. I'll then add some flaky sea salt over top, along with some grated Parmesan. Lastly, I'll finish this off with some chopped rosemary. And there's our beautiful focaccia ready for the oven. As you can see, we have some massive fermentation bubbles here, and when I shake the pan, the dough jiggles. I'll place into a 450-degree oven for 25 minutes or until nice and golden brown. And here's our beautifully baked focaccia. I'll rest for 10 minutes in the pan before placing on a wire rack to fully cool for roughly 1 hour. I'll then begin to slice my focaccia like so. And this is what we want to see, a gorgeous open crumb with plenty of air pockets due to the bread's high hydration. You can now serve your focaccia with some thick balsamic vinegar, olive oil, bocconcini, and roasted tomatoes on the vine. So that's it for this lesson, how to make a high hydration dough, and most importantly, the poolish, a pre-ferment that will take your bread to the next level. Remember, you can use any hydration rate or type of bread using the poolish. Simply keep the poolish at 100% hydration and mix in the remaining ingredients at the desired hydration rate. In the next lesson, we'll be making one of my favorites using milk in place of water. I'll see you there.